everybody! Hello, Void Dweller, OA, and Hollow Mirage. And yeah, the cat just meowing away. I'm doing great. OA, welcome back to 428 Shibuya Scramble. Oh god. Come on, kitty face. Oh god. I'm so sorry, you guys. Anyway, last time we learned quite a bit about Minorikawa's past. And so yeah, his boss, apparently, that guy who rather was his former boss, used to be, you know, he used to be a really, really cool guy in the journalism business, but he made some, you know, he made some decisions that he wasn't prepared for. Like, it's that thing where he was in it for the art of journalism. You know, he wanted to, like, make his mark. He wanted to be a really serious journalist, but... Hello, T. Welcome to the stream. He just, he didn't really think too much about the business side of things. And that kind of really just took the fire out of him. It was like the realities of running a business, which is something he was totally unprepared for. John, woo! So happy to see you too. Anyway, you're not late, G-John. Just doing a recap. Now, we move back on to... Why is it? Did it click outside of the frickin' thing? There we go. Now, we move on to Kano, who we have to make sure not to take the little girl to the office. So glad your assignment's done. Arriving back at the Shibuya precinct, Kano hurried to the interrogation room. With the investigation currently on hold, he knew that taking any official action would be tricky. If he was going to break through his stalemate, he was going to need Tatano's help. Is he going to see Tatano? The abduction, the ransom, the attaché case relay, Maria's release, and then Tanaka's death. Maybe Tatano would be able to figure out how all these elements were related. Is he gonna do like a big brain blast, like you know that thing like Phoenix Wright, where you're, or in Miles Edgeworth something where you're connecting all the logic? That would be a cool thing to have for a minigame. But first, Kano needed to check something for himself. Tatano would never have let Al-Qaran go free. Exactly. Okay. Oh my God, we're getting into it. Oh my God. Kano needed the prisoner to set the record straight. Oh my God, we're getting into this. Here we go. Al-Qaran sat in the precinct interrogation room, looking brazen and cocksure. One glance at his face and Kano was reminded of what happened to Sasayama. Fresh anger smoldered at the edge of his mind. Here we go. Oh my God, we're probably going to get a big reveal here. Woo! There were two detectives. Oh, another typo. There were two detectives already in the room. It seems he wasn't made privy to the details, one of them told Kano. Sounds like they're following orders, carrying that attaché case around, the other added. Kano sat down across from Al-Qaran. There's something I'd like to ask you, he said. We were just paid to do a job. Oh, that's him saying that, sorry. We were just paid to do a job. I don't know anything more than that. His Japanese was imperfect, but he understood the language well enough. Tell me, how did you manage to escape from Detective Tatano? Here we go!
Escape? I didn't.
A faint smile came to Al-Qaran's lips.
He let me go free. Liar! Detective Tatano would never do that!
Kano slammed the desk with his fist.
I didn't have handcuffs on, did I? He took them off for me.
This had to be a lie. It's not like there weren't other ways to remove a pair of handcuffs.
After he took off the handcuffs,
Al-Qaran continued.
he pointed his gun at me. Cut the crap!
Kano grabbed the prisoner by the collar. But Al-Qaran went on unperturbed.
He got the gun pointed at me, but he didn't pull the trigger. So that's when I ran. Why would Detective Tatano want to shoot you? Because I saw him. Saw him? Saw him do what? Let me tell you something interesting.
Al-Qaran said sardonically.
There was that girl who was carrying the ransom, right?
Kano pictured Hitomi, standing anxiously beside the statue of Hachiko.
That guy Tatano was trying to kill her.
In a fit of rage, Kano drove his fist into Al-Qaran's face. His colleagues rushed to interpose themselves.
Kano, calm down!
Knocked to the floor, Al-Qaran gingerly fingered his split lip.
And after I gave you such good info, too.
He grumbled.
Detective Tatano was assigned to protect Hitomi Osawa.
Kano shouted.
You can't expect me to believe your rubbish.
He lunged around the table, ready to throw another punch, but his fellow detectives held him back. Al-Qaran looked away indifferently.
It's your Detective Tatano you should be arresting, not me. That girl's going to get killed. You need to step in line, pal!
Kano bellowed.
Kano!
His colleague shouted.
You're the one who needs to step in line. Go and cool off for a bit.
Expelled from the interrogation room, Kano immediately pulled out his cell phone and called Tatano's number.
Please, pick up.
He clutched his phone tight, pleading under his breath. But Tatano didn't answer. Kano sat down in a chair in the hallway in a bit of a daze. He found himself holding the present Sasayama had gotten for his wife.
I have to do something. I just don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Oh, wow. You and me both. His restlessness gnawed at him like a rabid animal. I don't know who's saying this. Hey, Kano? Oh, it's some guy. Oh, it's Kuze. I didn't recognize him.
Hey, Kano.
He looked up to see Kuze standing beside him, his expression grave.
I have an update on Sasayama.
The director began. Oh, boy. Kano swallowed the lump in his throat.
It seems the knife went in deep enough to do some organ damage. He's in critical condition. I see.
Kano bit his lip hard. His handkerchief, red with Sasayama's blood, clung to the wrapping paper of Sasayama's present. Kano peeled it away carefully so as not to tear the paper beneath.
What's that?
Asked Kuze. Oh my god. I bet here's gonna be something big right here.
Sasayama had me hold on to this for him. It's a present for his wife. Ah, I see. I'm sorry, Director Kuze, for ignoring your orders.
Kano's eyes remained fixed on the gift as he spoke.
And when you get down to it, none of this would have happened if it weren't for me.
Some kind of punishment was surely headed his way for acting alone as he had. He probably wasn't getting out of this one with a simple written apology. When public servants are negligent in their duties or violate regulations, they can be punished with a warning, a formal reprimand, reduction in pay, as is the favored technique of Edgeworth, suspension, or dismissal. In the case of a warning, in addition to the remonstration, that's a new word for me, from a direct supervisor. The individual must also submit a formal letter explaining the relevant details and assuring that it won't happen again. But Kuze calmly shook his head.
What happened to Sasayama isn't your fault. Don't blame yourself,
he said.
As far as this case goes, I've been given quite the runaround myself.
There was a rare note of vulnerability in Kuze's voice.
Higher-ups have barely let any information trickle my way, but they're still ordering me around non-stop. It's a real pain in the ass.
Kuze fell silent, ruminating. The quiet lingered between two men for several moments before he abruptly spoke again.
Oh, right. I'd like to get your opinion on something. So, Mamoru Tanaka, who we found in the minivan, you know? What do you think? Should we ought to maybe release his name to the media?
Kuze had slipped into his childish register. He was clearly exhausted. After dealing with the kidnapper's baffling actions and too much meddling from the higher-ups, even a veteran like Kuze is just beat. But that's not the only reason for his exhaustion. Kuze has a brother, 6 years his senior, who despite being nominally mature refuses to get a real job and shows no inclination to settle down with a family. He walks around town day after day dressed like a hippie and treating passers-by to songs he's written. I wonder, could his brother possibly be Tama's boss? Kuze's been worrying about his shiftless brother for years now. The guy's become a chronic source of consternation. I wonder if it's him. That would be insane if it was. Kano was thrown by the question. It was a rare thing for the director to seek an opinion from a mere junior detective.
It feels like there's something not too normal about one of Kenji Osawa's subordinates dying.
Kuze went on. Kano had the same thought. It felt too intentional to be a coincidence.
So here's the question. Should I get the media involved and try to rush for a resolution? Or should I be more cautious? What would you do? How about releasing the name?
Kano asked. That wasn't such a simple thing to answer. There were so many factors to consider. A tired smile came to Kuze's face.
Don't think about it so hard. This is just so I have a point of reference. Tell me what your gut says.
Damn. If we release the name, then there's a chance that Minorikawa will hear this. And I think it'll make him feel better. But I also want to say C. God damn it. Alright, I'm going to choose A for now.
I think releasing the name should be alright.
There was still a lot they didn't know about Tanaka. The fact that the final stop for the ransom relay was Tanaka's condo implied some sort of connection between him and the kidnappers. But they still had no idea what his role in the abduction might have been. They also didn't have any motive for why Tanaka would be helping the kidnappers in the first place. By sharing some of what they did know with the public, they might be able to garner some new leads.
You would release the name. All right then.
Without another word, Kuze headed back to the conference room. On the TV, the governor's press conference was still going on. A CRTV, in 2009, I guess there were still a few around.
I've just requested that each of the railroad companies, starting with JR, stop running trains through the Shibuya station until further notice. As for the roads go, Route 240...
Are you serious? Oh my god!
Route 246 in New Jersey has already been closed to traffic.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm sorry for laughing, but damn, that is an insane coincidence. Holy schnapps! Back when I lived in America, I used to go on Route 246 all the fucking time. There's so much. Oh my god. That's where all the freaking Barnes and Nobles and shit was, and Willowbrook Mall and everything. It was like, oh my god. Wow. And the restaurants. Holy shit. Oh my god. Damn. Oh wait, no. That was 46. I think it was Route 46, not 246. I'm not. It's been so long. I'm not remembering. Fuck. I think that was Route 46, not 246. Because there's another route that I took with 2, and then fuck berries. Now I look like a fucking idiot, more than usual. The executive looked pale as he spoke to the crowd.
Is there any possibility of a bioterrorist attack?
What about the people who are still in Shibuya? The reporters unleashed a barrage of questions. The governor's face scrunched up.
As I've already made clear, this is not a complete blockade.
Because modern Japan does not have a system for enacting martial law, there are quite a few ways that the government could effectively quarantine Shibuya. In the case of a potential viral infection, the infectious disease law allows for the city to be partitioned into areas of restricted movement. If the authorities do not want to acknowledge the existence of the top-secret UA virus, however, taking such an action would be rather tricky legally.
There's nothing to stop anyone from leaving Shibuya on foot.
Isn't what you're describing de facto martial law? Spat one reporter.
Of course not.
The governor snapped.
You should be well aware that martial law is illegal. I couldn't
Oh, that's him saying it.
You should be well aware that martial law is illegal. I couldn't declare it even if I wanted to.
If you wanted to. So this is a bioterrorist issue then?
Fuck berries. I never said anything of the sort. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. No, I didn't.
The press conference was devolving into chaos. Kano was unsurprised, given the circumstances. Still, everyone was doing their best insofar as they knew how.
So why not me?
Kano thought. I love this music.
It doesn't matter what I do. I just want to be doing something.
Just letting time tick by without trying to take action was more than he could bear. Kano. Oh my god. I think it's let's try to call Sasayama's wife. She's a real person. Kano thought about Sasayama's wife and decided to get in touch with her. He called Sasayama's home phone, but nobody picked up. Perhaps she's gone to the hospital? With that in mind, Kano called up Shibuya Central Hospital and asked them to transfer him to Mrs. Sasayama. After a little while, a woman's voice came through the receiver. Oh, so she actually exists. Oh my god, I actually get to use the voice that I've been waiting to use. Yes, this is Miss Sasayama. Her voice was thin and reedy.
My name's Shinya Kano.
Shinya? Oh wow. Cool name.
I work with your husband on the force. What happened?
He didn't know what to say. He couldn't find the words.
I wish that I'd been there when he'd gone to make that arrest.
He blurted out at last.
I should have tried to get there and back him up. Oh, I should have tried to get there and back him up sooner. If I hadn't been too late.
He trailed off, hoping he hadn't said too much. Sasayama's wife answered in her gentle, quavering voice. Thank you so much for your concern. I'm glad that my husband is lucky enough to have a colleague like you.
No, I couldn't.
I married a detective, Mr. Kano. I prepared myself at the possibility that something like this might happen. But she certainly didn't sound like she was prepared. Kano felt a biting pain in his chest.
Your husband gave me something to hold on to for you. I'd like to give it to you if I can.
Oh, well, certainly. But I'd like to stay here by his side today, if possible.
Of course. I'll head on over to the hospital myself then. I hope you don't mind if I pay a visit.
Oh, of course not. Sorry to trouble you like this. Thank you so much. Kano hung up, then hurried out of the precinct. Okay, yep, here we go. As he was making his way toward the hospital, Kano spotted a girl sitting on the pedestrian overpass. She looked like she was on the verge of tears. Here we go. Now time to save Minorikawa's ass. Concerned, he stopped beside her.
Are you waiting for someone?
He asked. The girl simply bit her lip and said nothing.
Are you lost? Do you need a policeman?
Why is that? Oh, the relatively low crime rate in Japan, combined with rather high police personnel numbers in Tokyo, meant that officers, particularly beat cops, often have plenty of bandwidth to deal with more minor issues. That is the nerdiest possible way of saying that. Again, the girl gave no answer.
Where did you come from?
Kano tried, still nothing. He just decided to go and call for a female officer when the girl hesitatingly spoke at last. Heaven Publishing. After a little coaxing, she told him where that was. It turned out it was on the way to Shibuya Central Hospital, not too far from where they were now. Oh no! How do I stop this?
Why don't I take you there then?
Kano said.
I'm already headed in that direction anyway.
The girl seemed a bit reluctant at first, but eventually she agreed to go with Kano. Oh no, 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 no! No! How do I possibly avoid that? Fuck berries. Kano parted ways with the girl outside the building where Heaven Publishing was located. He noted that she hesitated to enter, but finally vanished inside. I killed Minorikawa. Kano's phone rang as he was to continue on his way. When he peered at the incoming call display, his heart nearly stopped. There was Tatano's name. Kano quickly pressed the button to accept the call.
Detective Tatano! Detective Tatano, is that you?
There was a whole mountain of things Kano wanted to ask. Just what had he been doing this whole time? Why'd he let Al-Qaran go free? And what had happened to Atomi? Find out next time on 428 Shibuya Scramble. 428 Little Monsters. But while he was trying to decide what happened, question to post first, Tatano spoke.
I've secured Maria Osawa. What?
The word came out as a startled gasp.
Detective Tatano, you have to bring her here ASAP. Right now, she's...
Tatano cut him off.
You need to bring Atomi...
That's him saying that.
You need to bring Atomi Osawa to my location at once. Atomi? Osawa? Yes. I heard over the wireless that the man from the U.S. Embassy had her in custody.
Kano hadn't been listening to the most recent wireless traffic. Apparently Stanley had managed to find Atomi. But what was Tatano getting at here?
Wait, hold on. What for? I mean, why do you need me to bring Atomi Osawa to you?
There was no reply.
Detective Tatano? Answer me. Please.
Tatano replied as if he hadn't heard Kano's questions.
There's an office building in Nanpeidai called South Hill. I'll be waiting for you on the rooftop.
Ooh, rooftop showdown.
If you don't bring her, I'll kill Maria.
With that grisly warning, he hung up. Oh, God. Kano's hand went limp. His phone slipped from his grasp and fell to the floor. Holy fuckleberries. Oh, damn. It's just straight up continuing. Okay, we'll see where this... I want to go back. Kano went to South Hill and Nanpeidai alone. The building takes its name from a rough translation of Nanpeidai, the name of the area where it is located. The official name is South Hill Building, but since this is awkward to say, it is frequently shortened. Really? I'm so sorry, OA. You should take some Advil. Get some rest. South Hill Building is awkward to say, really? He hadn't brought Atomi as Tatano had demanded, nor had he reported the situation to Kuze. First, he wanted to meet with Tatano and find out what was going on. It's same, Chi-chan, that's what I think. He would have gotten this call no matter what. He took the elevator to the 8th floor. After that, he had to take the stairs to the rooftop. As he made his way up the steps, he tried to imagine what Tatano might want with Atomi. He hadn't noticed anything suspicious about the senior detective in the lead-up to the stakeout at the Scramble. Tatano had seemed like the same man Kano had always revered, but he is actually childhood friends with Osawa. So why was he doing this? Kano couldn't think of a reason. Reaching the top of the staircase, he at least stepped out on the open roof. Rooftop showdown. Damn, they're setting up for an epic confrontation here. The time for half-baked conjecture was past. Kano would lay his doubts at Tatano's feet. Then, soon enough, everything would become clear. Damn, they are setting up! Inwardly, Kano did his best to convince himself of that. A warm breeze blew against his cheek. He took a look around, but no sign of Tatano.
Detective Tatano? Where are you?
Getting no response, he began to walk around the rooftop, calling out several more times.
It's Kano. I've come as you asked.
But he was supposed to bring Atomi. Seriously, yeah, they both had lightsabers. You could practically already hear Duel of the Fates in the background. Da 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 da.
Where's Atomi Osawa?
Kano whirled around when he heard the voice behind him. Jesus H shitfuck. Tatano stepped into view from behind a water tank. God, I love the music. Holy shit. This OST's gotta be somewhere, right? This music is awesome. He led him with him a young woman, bound and blindfolded. Ah, boy.
Why didn't you bring her?
He growled. Kano stared in shock.
Detective Tatano? Why are you doing this? Is that really Maria?
Tatano responded by removing the young woman's blindfold. There was no doubt about it. She looked very much like Hitomi Osawa. A surge of frustration rushed through Kano.
Detective Tatano, what is the meaning of this?
Kano fought to remain calm. He felt like he was on the verge of falling to pieces.
Bring me Hitomi Osawa, and I'll let this girl go. Why? What do you need to tell me for?
But Tatano's only answer was an icy stare.
This isn't like you. It's so weird. The Detective Tatano who I knew. Who you know.
Tatano cut him off.
What do you know about me? I know what sort of detective you are, sir. Because I've modeled myself after you for my whole career.
The older man's expression remained stony.
Don't you remember?
Kano went on.
That time when you risked your life to talk down that man who barricaded himself inside that office. Ever since then, you've been my...
Oh boy. Is Tatano the evil one instead of Sasayama? Tatano interrupted him with a sudden burst of laughter.
You really are gullible. You know that. You can only see things the way you want to see them. What do you mean by that? The truth is, I didn't even care if I died doing what I did. That's why I doused myself in gasoline.
Tatano's voice had gone low and quiet.
That was no display of heroics. It was more attempted suicide than anything else. I wasn't thinking about other people still inside the building. It's just a coincidence things turned out the way they did. So then, if you'd made a single misstep, then everyone in that building might well have burned to death. You're lying. That can't be true.
Kano shook his head insistently.
I don't have time for this conversation.
Tatano pressed the barrel of his gun to Maria's head.
If you don't bring Hitomi Osawa to me, believe me, I'll blow her brains out. Please, stop this!
Kano shouted. But there was no hesitation in Tatano's eyes. He looked like he really would shoot Maria if Kano didn't do as he asked.
Hurry up! Bring Hitomi to me! Can't you at least tell me what's going on? Go now, or so help me I'll shoot.
Kano drew his own gun from his jacket.
I know you, Detective Tatano. I know there's some meaning behind all this.
Kano's words came out as an imploring croak.
You think you can shoot me?
Tatano spat.
Letting Al-Qaran go free. taking Maria hostage. This has to mean something.
Sweat made Kano's hands slick when he clutched his gun.
I asked if you think you could shoot me. I've always looked up to you. You were the sort of detective I wanted to become.
Kano's view of Tatano began to blur as tears welled in his eyes.
Can you shoot me, Kano? I can!
Even as he cried, Kano stood resolutely, doing his best to stare down the older man. He set his fingers squarely on the trigger and pointed his gun at Tatano's forehead. Suddenly, the piercing stare vanished from the other detective's eyes.
I've got to give you full marks for that, Kano.
Tatano smiled thinly.
I'll tell you then. I'll tell you why I'm doing this.
We're gonna get a keep out, aren't we? Oh my god, we're actually gonna see what happened. It all happened 17 years ago. Flashback time! Woo! Damn, I think I named this episode correctly. A meth addict had assaulted someone in Shibuya. Tatano was questioning people around Dogonzaka in search of the perp. He happened to pass by Endo Electronics. I forgot what I made Achi's dad sound like. Damn, this is right when Achi was born, wasn't it? Like, okay, oh, god damn it, I forgot what I made Achi's dad sound like. You know, it's 17 years ago. I'll just make him sound like Achi.
Oh, hey, Tatano.
Oh, god damn it, it's his fucking mom. Oh, sorry, I had something in my throat. Oh, hey, Tatano. It was Kotone Endo, clad in pristine white. It's Baby Achi! Oh, no, that's not Baby Achi. That's his baby sister. Oh, my God. It's a little baby. Oh, jeez. Clutched to her breast was her daughter, Suzune, only a few months old. It's been a long time. That's right, he was in the love triangle with her, I'm pretty sure. And I think he was childhood friends with Achi's father. It's been a long time, Kotone said. She flashed a tiny smile. Let's see, young Tatano would be...
Yes, it has.
Tatano replied with a clumsy smile of his own. Are you on the job?
Yes, I am.
Kotone recoiled slightly at the dour look on Tatano's face. Is something the matter?
There's an armed criminal hiding out somewhere in the area.
What?
I wouldn't leave the shop for a while if you can avoid it.
But I have to go to the bank to deposit some money.
Surely you can have Daisuke go do it.
He's away on a repair job and hasn't come back yet. Tatano let out a one-note sigh.
I see Daisuke still does things his own way. Alright, let me escort you to the bank.
You mean it? I'd feel a lot safer having you with me. Kotone flashed him a smile so wide that Tatano thought he might lose himself in it. Yup. Oh yeah, he was childhood friends with... I was getting all the storylines mixed up. He was childhood friends with Achi's father, not Osawa. Blah, blah. Tatano, Kotone, and Daisuke were childhood friends and had gone to school together up through high school. Tatano and Daisuke were always clowning around together. Kotone was always there alongside them, laughing. This reminds me a lot of what happened in Arch Nellico with Luca's mother and the sergeant. It had been quite some time since he'd gotten to walk along Dogonzaka with Katone.
How have you been lately?
Well, with a newborn to look after, it's been pretty hectic. Oh my god. No, that's not Void Dweller. No, that's not her. That's Osawa's storyline. You're getting it mixed up too. Yeah, no faulting you for getting things a bit mixed up between all the characters. But there's never a dull moment. Things have been good.
I'm glad to hear it.
Katone was always bright as a sunflower. Sometimes Tatano managed to convince himself that just the sight of her was enough. Outside the bank, Katone held Suzune out to him. Oh, baby! Tatano received the baby with an anxious frown. What's with the face?
I'm not good with babies. I haven't held one very often.
Oh, you'll be fine. Don't worry. Just hold on to her for a minute while I take care of things inside.
Alright.
He held the baby gingerly, like it was a bomb that might explode at any moment. Katone chuckled softly. Suzune stirred and squirmed into Tatano's arms.
She kinda has Katone's eyes.
He thought. It was strange, the sensation of holding a child. She was so soft and light, yet surreal and responsive presence. Oh no, I'm gonna cry again. The faint warmth of her body warmed Tatano inwardly in turn. When Katone returned after making her deposit, they strolled to a nearby park, Suzune back in her mother's arms. Do you have any plans for marriage, Tatano?
I haven't thought about it. Work has me plenty busy.
Oh, that's just an excuse, Katone said. If there really were some women you wanted to marry, you wouldn't let work stop you.
Then I suppose it's because there hasn't been anyone I felt that way about.
Really? Nobody. This whole time.
Yeah, really.
I see.
But still, seeing the two of you like this makes me realize how nice having a family could be.
Tatano peered deeply into Suzune's face. Oh, I guess this is Daisuke? I'll just make him sound like Achi.
Well, if it ain't Tatano.
He looked up as a cheery voice cut into the conversation. Yep, it was Daisuke. Got it right this time.
What are you doing here?
He asked his wife. I could ask you the same question.
Come on, give me a break. I've come to make the deposit for the client.
In that case, no need to worry. I just took care of it myself. I thought you'd forgotten about it.
Huh? Really?
Katone smiled as Daisuke reached down and carefully lifted Suzune in his arms. Beaming happily at his daughter, he nuzzled up against her tiny cheek.
Daisuke, long time no see.
Yeah,
Glad you're doing well for yourself, Tatano. They walked side by side. Daisuke proudly showed off Suzune's drowsing face. What do you think? Adorable, isn't she?
Yeah, luckily she doesn't have your looks.
Hey now, bad-mouthing me the same as ever, huh? Some things hadn't changed since high school. Why not drop by our place for a bit? Daisuke offered.
Sorry. I'm in the middle of a job, actually.
Tatano turned to glance at Katone. Oh, fuck fairies! An instant later, Daisuke screamed, Katone! A man had come up behind his wife and now he had a kitchen knife to her throat. Are you fucking serious? Who the fuck is that? Is it just some rando? Oh, God. Katone stood stiffly, frozen in terror.
Let her go!
Tatano took a step toward the man. The slightly upturned eye, the close-cropped hair, the thin mustache, all the detailed matched the description. This had to be the man Tatano was after.
Shut your damn mouth! You wanna try and kill me, huh?
Damn, this font.
This lady here wants to try and kill me!
The man was babbling nonsense. The sports had said the subject was a tweaker. Tweaker? Come on, they have definitions for like completely normal words, but they don't have a definition for that one. I'm guessing it's like a drug addict, meth addict. Yeah, okay. Yeah, probably, because that's what they said he was. Okay, yeah, probably. Context clues. Right now, his mind was probably a complete mess from meth withdrawal. Yep. Left unchecked, there was no telling what he might do. Oh boy. I think I know what might be happening here. Tatano shoved Daisuke behind him and drew his gun from his jacket.
Wait, don't shoot! You'll hit Katone!
But Tatano ignored Daisuke's shouts and trained his gun on the perp's shoulder. He was confident in his marksmanship. He'd never missed at this range.
Tatano, please, back down!
Daisuke pleaded. Suzune still clutched in his arms.
I beg you! I can't.
Tatano hissed under his breath.
This isn't someone we can reason with.
The assailant began waving his knife about. He could stab it into Katone at any moment. Tatano had to take the shot now. He aimed for the shoulder of the arm. The man held in his knife in.
Tatano, stop!
Daisuke shouted.
Don't do this!
For a brief moment, Tatano's eyes met Katone's. He thought he saw her give a tiny nod.
Don't shoot!
Oh. She didn't get shot. Oh, for fuck's sake. He stabbed her anyway. Ah, jeez. It was all over in an instant. By the time Tatano had the perp subdued, Katone's white shirt was soaked through with red. Call a fucking ambulance! God. With Katone's death, so too died Tatano's heart. Whatever feelings had lived inside him had been reduced to cinders, leaving only a never-ending need to atone. Wow. Ugh. It's a shame Achi isn't here at this big confrontation. He really should be here hearing all this. I want to see how he would react to this. Countless times he thought of ending his life in order to make things up to Daisuke and his children. The only reason he didn't go through with it was that he knew death would be the easy way out. And so he'd stayed on as a detective. Oh, there's baby Achi too. Exactly, Eblis. I was wondering that. Like, didn't they show the knife got thrown out of his hand? God damn it, Eblis. Now you're making me think of the Prosy D skit. He would carry the weight of his sins with him for as long as he lived. This was the sentence Tatano gave himself. "15 years had passed since Katone's death. That kind of scenario is unimaginable. For the first time, Tatano had gone to visit her grave. He was standing by the grave marker with his hands clasped when someone called out to him from behind. I don't know who this is, but... excuse me... Who is that? A slender young girl stood there, flowers in hand. Oh, that's Suzune. Okay. We haven't seen much of her. She's a lot older than I thought she was. I thought she was quite young. Tatano instantly recognized her as Suzune. Really? He recognized her? I guess... Because he last saw her... Didn't he last see her when she was a baby? Oh, I see. Because she looked just like Katone had back in her high school days. Did you know my mother? She asked.
Yes. We were classmates. A long time ago.
Oh. Really? Thank you so much for coming. Ugh. Suzune gave a slight bow, then gazed up at Tatano with her big bright eyes.
You look just like her.
Tatano struggled to hold back the tears. He felt as if Katone stood before him, returned to life. Oh no. Oh god. Damn it. Umineko has scarred me from that, for life, from that phrase. Oh god. Ugh. My father tells me the same thing all the time.
I'm sure once you're all grown up, you'll be just as beautiful as she was.
A forlorn smile came to Suzune's face. Once I'm grown up? Well, I don't think that's gonna happen. I guess I really do have a lot in common with my mother. Including the part where I'm gonna die young. Yep. He wants to help her. Yep. Yeah, that explains why he wants to help her, because she has the blood. So yeah. So it's completely unrelated to the virus, it seems. I don't know if he knows about the virus, does he? No, I think he does. But I think it would have been a lot better if they didn't show the knife getting flung away. Because, yeah, I think that would have been like, I mean, it could be either Void Dweller, depending on what he's gonna do. Yep, so this is why, yeah, this is gonna be why he wants to help her. Like, to do some kind of atonement. I guess I really do have a lot in common with my mother, including the part where I'm gonna die young.
Don't be ridiculous.
Tatano exclaimed. Oh, Donnie, thank you. I try. Which voice did you like? I try. I know I can be cringy as fuck, but thank you, Donnie. Welcome to the stream.
Why would you say such a horrible thing?
Suzune took a step backward, looking shocked to be rebuked by a stranger.
My apologies.
He said hurriedly.
I didn't mean to startle you.
No, it's all right, Suzune murmured, clutching the flowers close. Honestly, it's not something I like to talk about myself. But I'm sick, so there's not really anything I can do to change it.
Sick?
I have a heart condition. A generic expression for illnesses pertaining to the heart, also referred to as heart disease, includes things like heart failure, valvular heart disease, and so forth and so on, yada yada ipso fatso. A transplant is the only thing that can help me, but my blood type is a little bit weird, and it doesn't look like they'll be able to find me a compatible donor. The immune system exists to get rid of foreign substances in the body. Often a patient's immune system will attack a transplanted organ, which can result in the organ failing or functioning poorly. To mitigate the risk of rejection, it is preferable for the donor and the recipient to have matching body tissue. In the case of a heart transplant, characteristics such as blood type and pre-sensitized antibodies, human leukocyte antigens, must be screened ahead of time. Yeah, I was going to clarify for Void Dweller, I do not have a heart condition. There's an actual character called You from Ever 17 that Void Dweller is referring to. Then, bowing her head, Suzune stepped in front of the gravestones and clasped her hands in silence. Tatano felt a wrenching pain inside him, as if Katene were being taken from him all over again. If there really was a god, why would he do such dreadful things?
Is there nothing I can do?
He nearly lamented aloud.
I'll do anything. Suzune, I'll do whatever I have to in order to save you.
Tatano clenched his fists as he stared at the grave.
Tell me, Katone, what can I possibly do for your daughter? Please, tell me. Please.
And so the months rolled on. Everything changed just after 10 o'clock that morning. Tatano was on the stakeout when his cell phone rang. He glanced at the call display and saw Daisuke Endo's name. Oh, Daisuke, sorry. He hadn't heard from Daisuke in years now. Fearing that something had happened to Suzune, Tatano answered the call despite his current tense circumstances. At once, he heard Daisuke wailing.
Suzune had a seizure! She might not come back from this one!
Oh, this is present day, Daisuke. I forgot what voice. Fuck it. You know what? Achi's gonna sound like his dad.
She might not come back from this one!
I only have a limited amount of guy voices. Tatano's terrible suspicions had been right on the mark. He felt himself growing weak.
Please,
Daisuke exclaimed.
You need to shoot that girl you're with. That Hitomi Osawa!
Shoot!
You need to shoot her in the head!
What the fuck? First of all, how the fuck does he know about her blood type? How does Achi's father know that? Is it from his security cameras, probably?
If we have her heart, we can save Suzune!
Don't you need her alive? I think it's better if she's alive and giving blood. At first, Tatano couldn't make sense of what Daisuke was saying.
Hurry up and shoot! Shoot her, please!
Hitomi Osawa has...
Hitomi Osawa is the bomb-like blood type! Wait, hold on.
Tatano said, keeping his voice low.
You want me to kill Hitomi Osawa? Why?
He quickly scanned the area.
Daisuke, are you nearby? Oh, Daisuke, are you nearby? Wait, where are you? Don't worry about that. If you can just render her brain dead, we'll be able to transfer her heart into Suzune.
Are you serious? Doing a heart transplant is like the trickiest thing possible. Fucking hell. The term brain dead refers to a state where the entire brain, including the brainstem, is beyond any recovery. In Japan, brain death is defined by Article 6 of the Act on Organ Transplantation, which states that brain death can only be declared with the goal of authorizing a transplant, and is subject to the judgment of at least 2 doctors inspecting the patient according to a preset process, at least 6 hours apart. Okay. So it matches with the whole time constraint. The only question is, how does Achi's dad know this? Exactly. Shooting someone in the head didn't necessarily guarantee they'd wind up brain dead. So he's willing to sacrifice his own life because he'd go to jail and probably be executed for murder from doing this. And the huge irony is that I think she's the one, I forget, I think which one had the virus in her? The the blood is tainted anyway by that. She'd die anyway. And that might even be a bad ending, which would be super ultra tragic. And even assuming it did, if Tatano shot the Osawa girl right here in the middle of the scramble, it would cause a giant incident. By the time the autopsy was completed, the window for... Exactly! Tatano is making sense here. The window for a heart transplant would surely have passed.
Tatano, shoot her, please! Daisuke, I can't. You know I can't do that. Hurry!
It was like his old friend wasn't even listening to him. Yeah, it was, Maria had the virus. Yeah. But who knows, you know? I mean, like they might end up a plot twist and it's the other way around. I think it was Maria who had the virus, yeah. Yeah, you're right, Ji-chan. Sorry. The plot is complicated.
Look, even if she did wind up brain dead, they wouldn't be able to perform a transplant.
But Daisuke kept on shouting, someone is obviously making him do this. What's going on with Daisuke?
It's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'll make the transplant work somehow.
You're not a doctor. I'm running a fucking electronics shop. How the fuck are you gonna make that work?
You'll make it work?
Even knowing how ridiculous that was, part of Tatano wanted to know what he had in mind, if anything. Oh, Donnie. There's been much worse in the past. Fata Morgana has had me going dizzy from some voices. This is nothing compared to some Fata Morganas. Yeah. Fata Morgana nearly had me. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. You know, it also helps me. It helps me learn, because, hell, in the beginning, I couldn't even do the battler voice properly. It took a lot of effort just to do the battler voice.
And now I can do that pretty easily. I finally found it. I found something we can do for Suzune. Please help me help her.
Tateno understood Daisuke's feelings painfully well. There's something behind Daisuke knowing this. Oh, okay. You found me through Fata Morgana. Oh, that's cool. To be helpless to stop the suffering of someone you loved. Nothing in the world hurt as much as that.
I want to save Suzune. Tateno, this is the one thing I will ever ask of you.
Tateno could hear choked weeping from the other end of the line. And at that sound, something inside him shifted. Yes, Daisuke was right. The likelihood of a transplant happening wasn't the issue. I have a strong feeling that Daisuke is being manipulated by somebody. What mattered that was right now, he could take action. He could do something for Suzune. He mustered up his resolve, feeling the doubt lift from his heart. For Suzune. For the daughter of the woman he'd loved. Tateno checked the gun inside his jacket, tucked inside his jacket. Now, I wonder, why was he with a... The only thing is, why was he with a cane? Like, how did he get, like, crippled a bit? Then slowly began making his way through the crowd toward Hitomi. Why did he have the cane with him?
Now you know why we're here.
Tateno gestured subtly with his gun, its barrel still pressed against Maria's temple. Something's wrong with Daisuke. He's clearly... That didn't sound like... I don't know. He was being really irrational. Somebody manipulated him into that, clearly. And also, why did Tateno have the cane? Did they explain that yet? Or I might have forgotten. Kano's own gun wavered in his hands. He was crying inside. There was nothing else he wanted to hear from Tateno now. And now he was sure of one thing. Words were never going to stop this man.
Kano,
Tateno said.
At my age, I've seen all sorts of young detectives come and go.
Oh my god, that's right, Eblis. Wow, that makes the first bad ending make so much sense. And hello, Zarmegas, welcome to the stream. Wow. He fixed his lonesome gaze on Kano. Oh God.
And you're about the worst of the lot. Whenever it's time to take action, you immediately do something reckless. Do you know how many formal apologies I'd had to write because of you?
That was the one in the very beginning, Void Dweller. Tateno let out a heavy sigh.
But you know, Kano, Because of the way he looked up to me. He saved me. And that's the truth.
He sounded like a man speaking his last words. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Now come on. See if you can stop me.
Boss battle. He pressed the gun harder against Maria's temple. Kano took aim at his former hero's head.
Detective Tatano!
His finger wavered on the trigger.
Shoot him. You have to shoot him. If you don't shoot him, Maria is going to die.
He tried desperately to convince himself.
I am going to stop you.
Tatano looked him coldly in the eye.
Do it then. Shoot me!
Kano stared right back. He tightened his finger on the trigger.
Ah!
How the fuck? Okay, so even though we made the wrong choice before in regarding the girl, we still got it to be continued. Wow! Wow! What a freaking thing. Look at this. We can jump to Tomi here. Maria, sorry. And, but I first want to redo that choice with the girl. Let's see. This music is so good. Alright, let's just go straight to the hospital. Kano was worried about Sasayama and decided to straight go to the hospital without talking to the wife. Does he still see the girl? Because if he sees the girl, fuck! God damn it. Is this the same? Jeez. Jeez. Just checking if this is the same. Heaven Publishing. No, don't go there. Damn, we certainly reached an epic turning point in the story. Oh my god. And Achi is with the CIA agent right now. Nope, that didn't solve anything. God damn it. Okay. Oh, you can skip using the backlog. Thank you, OA. Okay. I guess it's A. Okay, let's see what Rumi has to say. Began to worry about Rumi and decided to give her a call. The phone rang several times before it went to voicemail. The fact that she hadn't picked up made Kano all the more anxious. He was still staring at his phone when he got a call of his own. When he peered at the incoming call display, his heart nearly stopped. There was Tatano's name. Okay, so he's getting the call here. Okay, so he's probably not gonna even see the girl now. Okay, this had to be it. Kano quickly pressed the button to accept the call.
Detective Tatano! Detective Tatano, is that you?
There's a whole mountain of things Kano wanted to ask. Just what had Tatano been doing this whole time? Okay, and I can't skip forward, so this is the right thing. Just what had Tatano been doing this whole time? Why'd he let Al-Qaran go free? And what had happened to Atomi? But while I was trying to decide what question to pose first, Tatano spoke.
I've secured Maria Oso. What?
The word came out as a startled gasp.
Detective Tatano, you have to bring her here ASAP. Right now.
Oh, that's him. I'm sorry.
Detective Tatano, you have to bring her here ASAP. Right now, she's...
Tatano cut him off.
You need to bring Hitomi Osawa to my location at once. Hitomi? Osawa? Yes. I heard it over the wireless that the man from the U.S. Embassy had her in custody.
Now it's the same conversation, but in a different place. Kano hadn't been listening to the most recent wireless traffic. Apparently Stanley had managed to find Hitomi, but what was to know? Okay, this is all the same conversation. Yep, non-paid eye, South Hill, okay. Yeah, it's they're not letting me skip it because it's in a different place, but it's the same conversation. Okay. And this is how he avoids the talk with the girl, because I assume it's just gonna cut straight there. Yep. Okay. Yep, okay, yep. It's just cutting straight there. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, now, okay, good. Yep, there we go. I do, what, the first thing I want to do is get, finish Minorikawa's that we left last time. Then we'll do the jump to Maria. Which is probably what unlocks that keep out. And y'all know my feelings on jumps right now, so I'll spare you me saying it for the 58th time. Minorikawa snapped back to the reality. Oops, there goes gravity. As a sheaf of pages appeared in front of his face. Here you go, Chiaki said, radiating anxiety. Okay, a lot of this is the same. Okay. Thank you, Oe, for that help. Wait, why is the girl still there? Let's see. We changed the choice and it doesn't even say bad end anymore. Or maybe it's gonna change.
Right.
Minorikawa gave her a copy of Cliff's read over and thrust it back up. Okay, this is gonna be the same. Okay. Yeah, this is the same.
Ha ha!
Okay, let's, yep, this is the same. Now, I do know that... Oh, boy. Let's see if I can skip... Okay, why would you... Okay, here we go. They haven't met the... Here we go. This is when he decides to take on the thing. Okay, here we go. Yep. We're in the right place. We are in the right place. Here we go. But why would you take such a risk? Chiaki sobbed. Minorikawa lowered his voice.
Because I owe him so much. I can't stand by and let these scumbags kill his daughter.
And now she shouldn't be here. Yep, he's signing the paper. I just realized, like, to write in, like, languages like Japanese and Chinese, you must have impeccable handwriting, because, like, Asian characters are so much more intricate than the Roman alphabet. Seriously. Like, to do that, like, so it's readable, like, people must have impeccable handwriting. Probably taught a lot more than it is in American schools. Or Western schools, rather, because, you know, Unless there's no languages use the same alphabet. European, I mean. Minorikawa readied his pen and signed the document.
All right.
Sagawa cheered.
Now we're talking.
A satisfied grin came to Ozu's face as he reached for the contract. Before he could pick it up, Chiaki snatched it from the desk. I'm not letting you do this! Crumpling the paper, she stuffed it right in her mouth.
Hey!
Sagawa snapped.
What the hell are you doing?
He tried to force Chiaki's mouth open.
Don't you dare, you bitch!
Despite his frantic efforts, Chiaki managed to gulp the water paper down. Oh my god, I would choke. Sagawa blinked a few times.
Oh, you did not just do that.
Ozu looked on, dumbstruck.
Yes, we gotta get a new contract from the office, boss.
Oh, that's Sagawa's thing.
Guess we gotta get a new contract in the office, boss.
Bring as many as you want, Chiaki declared. I'll just keep eating them. Oh my god.
Girl, you some kind of damn goat or something?
Oh my god. The mental image of a goat eating paper is a common one, dating back to long ago, when paper was made solely out of plant material. If a goat were to eat modern paper, the wad of chemically treated pulp would go undigested, and possibly cause an intestinal blockage. So please do not feed paper to goats. Sagawa shoved Chiaki up against the desk. Is that a ring pop? Oh, ouch! That hurts. They're gonna turn on the TV and see the news report. Oh god! Maybe I should have said not to release the name. Oh, no. Exactly, no. This is gonna say the name, and then Minorikawa is gonna realize that he's still alive. But then so are the gangsters. But then that's also gonna get them to stop going after the girl. God damn it, where's my mouse? There it is. As she struggled to resist, Chiaki lurched toward the desk, planting one of her hands atop the TV remote control. One of her fingers happened to land on the volume up button. Look at that old ass volume thingy. The sound from the television set soon hit max volume. We have just learned the identity of the victim killed in the explosion. Shibuya resident and a pharmaceutical executive.
Shibuya resident?
Minorikawa tilted his head in confusion. Toyama didn't live in Shibuya.
Ha ha!
Once again, the victim of the explosion was Shibuya resident and pharmaceutical company executive Mamoru Tanaka. The cause of the explosion remains unknown. The police are still in the process of following up several potential leads. The site of the incident remains an alarming scene, with relief workers continuing to tend to the wounded. Up next. Will Naruto marry Hinata or Sakura? Our experts tune in to debate. Tonight at 11. The four people in the editing office spoke in near unison.
Huh? Who's Tanaka? Huh? Who's Tanaka?
Huh? Who's Tanaka?
Who's Tanaka?
And we get a to be continued right there. Damn. Okay. Wow. That was a lot faster than I expected. So yeah, that I made the two. Okay. So that was definitely the right choice for Kano. Now I think the last thing I have to do is jump from Kano to Maria to close out this half hour.
Oh boy. Hey, that's me, Chama. You're probably wondering how I got myself into this predicament. Well, let me tell you. I hear a faint voice and realize Amanda's listening to a wireless radio.
I managed to secure Tomio Sawa at Shibuya Central Hospital.
The voice says. Oh, no, that's someone else saying that. Who? Oh. Oh my god.
I've managed to secure Tomio Sawa at Shibuya Central Hospital.
The voice says. A gleam comes to the gunman's eyes. So Tatano is working with him? Oh no. He pulls his cell phone from his jacket and hurriedly makes the call.
I've secured Maria Osawa.
He says to whoever's on the other end.
Huh? Oh boy. Maria Osawa. Is my name Maria Osawa? That's kind of cool, I guess. I mean, it could have been cooler. I would have suggested Ultimate Queen of the Universe. But, you know, Alpha Zero Omega. But, you know, Maria Osawa's pretty good too.
Y'all need to bring Tomio Sawa to my location at once.
Oh, no, that was Tatano saying that.
You need to bring Tomio Sawa to my location at once.
Hitomi Osawa. If I'm Maria Osawa, what sort of relationship do I have with Hitomi? Is that my wife?
Oh, no. This is... Okay. So this is Tatano calling Kano. Okay.
If you don't bring her, I'll kill Maria.
So what? I'm probably not the Maria you're talking about. Well, I guess it's time I hit that old dusty trail. Then my captor hangs up. Were you serious just now? Oh boy. My voice wavers uncontrollably, even more than usual. What do you mean you'll kill me?
Don't look at me like that.
He steps in closer to me, his expression dangerous. That killer's edge that he's lost during our little talk is back in full force. His murderous intent.
Just bear with me for a little longer.
Oh boy. He blindfolded my eyes with some sort of blindfolding towel. I can't see through it at all. It must be a professional blindfold. Just then, I hear Kanan's voice inside my head. My memories are like shards of broken glass, tumbling through my mind all out of sequence. In another lifetime, this is quite familiar.
How are you able to do that when the string is so tangled up?
Once another trick to it, you can do with your eyes closed. I'm showing Kanan how to do a cat's cradle. She reaches out for the string.
Huh?
She doesn't get hold of it quite right, but she does have a badass tattoo.
What gives?
Despite her efforts, the string gets all jumbled up. No, like that, I say. Hook your index fingers to the front part of the string.
No, I get that.
Kanan's getting irritated. But after giving it a few more tries, she finally manages to pull it off.
There we go.
She says,
Look at that.
"Seeing her innocent little smile bolsters my own spirits." No!
That's neat. Thanks for teaching me.
Oh, it ain't no thing.
Here, as a thanks, let me teach you some skills to help protect yourself.
Oh, sweet ass fuck, you're gonna give me some badass martial arts powers? Abruptly, my memory jumps forward a bit. To save time. Kanan has been training me in some form of self-defense. This is how I got so badass!
Techniques for protecting oneself when attacked. Rather than defeating the opponent, self-defense training generally prioritizes simply getting oneself away from danger. Some people consider behavioral tenets such as run away when you're attacked or don't go near dangerous places to be forms of self-defense as well.
I'm not retreating. I'm advancing towards future victory.
Don't overthink it.
She says.
People will either try to punch you, kick you, or grab you. If you can stay ready for those three things, you'll be able to take it from there.
So martial arts is like rock, paper, scissors. I get it. She demonstrates some defensive movements as I watch. I follow suit, doing my best to mimic her. Okay, let's do this! Na 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 na. Training montage time. Kanan throws a punch at me. I dodge. I grab her at the root of the wrist and give her arm a hard twist. Incredibly, she goes whirling through the air. She lands nimbly on her feet, a little grin coming to her face.
Sorry. Nicely done.
She says. I stare down at my own hand. Did I really just do that? How am I so badass?
Once you repeat the movements enough, your body will treat them like second nature.
I do what she says, trying to repeat the movements over and over. At first, it feels like a silly gimmick. But eventually, I can feel the motions growing smoother. Like water, I flow.
There you go. People like those thugs we met before won't get the drop on you again.
My origins. I know why I'm so badass now. Thugs. Now my memories slip further back into the past. I was wandering the streets, trying to get back to my hotel, but I'd gotten lost. By the time I'd wandered into some dodgy back streets, only now in the back streets, I was already surrounded by people giving me threatening looks. They must have been thugs looking for tourists to rob. Where's Liam Neeson when you need him? If they'd caught me, I'm not sure I would have made it out alive. But they hadn't. Kanan had seen to that. Thank you so much for what you did to me.
I didn't want there to be a scene here.
Kanan says bluntly as she surveys the aftermath of the thug's attack.
That's all.
Oh, you're just being a tsundere.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You like me. I'd happened to be right underneath her apartment window when I was nearly abducted. Bit by bit, my memories of Kanan are starting to resurface. Just a little more. Just a little more and I'll have myself back. I'm sure of it.
Detective Tatano, where are you?
Oh, God damn it! A man's voice suddenly snaps me back into this moment. And well, there you are. That's how I got myself into this mess, blindfolded on top of a roof, while I was just about to get my memories back and unleash my full badass mode.
It's Kano. I've come as you asked.
The gunman grabs me by the arm and yanks me to my feet. Ah!
Where is it? Tell me what saw her.
He snarls.
Why didn't you bring her? Detective Tatano, why are you doing this? Is that really Maria?
My captor removes my blindfold.
Oh, there's a blimp.
The first thing I see is a huge blimp drifting slowly by overhead. Huh. Nice day. Nice day to die. I'm sure I've seen it before. Let me just think about blimps. I think that's the best use of my time here. And pretty recently at that. Huh. I wonder if the final boss is hovering around with that blimp. Yeah! Flashback! There's a flash of revelation inside my head. Like a dam bursting, my memories come flooding back to me. I am at full power! I remember everything. Last night, I was at a party, a sort of mixer with the exchange students. Someone was plotting to use this party as an opportunity to abduct my sister, Hitomi, who is thankfully not my wife, because that would be really creepy because she looks exactly like me. And so I told Hitomi that the party started 1 hour later than it really did.
I'm glad you're happy that we kept this voice for Maria, because it is just making everything sound so fucking ridiculous.
I had a plan.
Especially since she's the only character who narrates in first person. Oh my god.
I had a plan to let myself get abducted into Toby's place. I guess you could say I would be taken. But of course, the idea wasn't just to let myself get kidnapped.
There we go. Oh, yes. I knew it had to be something special.
The necklace I wore was outfitted with a teensy tiny GPS. Wherever I happened to be taken,
Oh my god.
Kanan would be able to track my location.
Damn. I am shipping them so fucking hard. Seriously, you have no idea.
What we hadn't counted on, though, was my necklace getting torn off when I was attacked. Oh, god damn it! I managed to grab hold of it, but I hit my head when it was being shoved into the car and it slipped from my grasp. God damn it! Fucking amnesia! I came down with a case of explosive amnesia. I'm not sure how far we drove after that. In my fuzzy memories, I recall gazing belligerently out the car window. Ayakamiki. Somehow the key to all of this.
Imagine if Ayakamiki is the final boss. Like, seriously.
That was when I saw the blimp. Right after we parked.
Someone saying, yes, it went fine.
There was a man talking to someone on his cell phone.
Alright, I'll shut her up inside the storm. This is just some rando. I know what to do.
Alright, I'll shut her up inside the storeroom. I'll be waiting in her room upstairs.
Just use like a muffled voice like that.
The man dragged me out of the car and shoved me into some dark storeroom.
Holy fuck. Is that Achi's father? Oh no. No, Yep. Yeah, it was a Futurama reference, Johnny. Yay! Somebody got that.
The man dragged me out of the car and shoved me in his dark storeroom. Then, I guess for good measure, he hit me on the head again.
Oh no. That would explain why he knows. Like that hairstyle. Oh no.
That's right. There's more of it coming back to me now. Ah! Flood of memories.
You've spent your life living in a country at peace. In Japan. You couldn't possibly understand me.
Oh, come on. This happens in anime all the time. We can make it work. Kanan again. So, it's not like she and I became fast friends right away or anything. We had a long, drawn-out enemies to lovers arc. The two of us were too different in a lot of ways.
Where do you draw the line? What would you do what would you protect with your life? What does justice mean to you?
A forlorn look came to her face whenever Kanan asked me a new question. And I never had a good answer for any of them. My flimsy grasp on my own personal identity made it hard for us to get along, and I kept visiting Kanan's place for the duration of my trip. I recall doing the cause grill there at a table one time when we didn't have anything in particular to talk about.
Sorry.
Her eyes had gone wide when she saw me deftly manipulating the string with my fingers.
Who taught you how to do that?
She asked. My mama? My real mother, that is. There's an old lady who lives with us that was, get this, she was forced into marrying my dad. Have you ever heard of something so fucking medieval? That is such bullshit.
Well, here it's something that happens all the time.
Oh, wow, that sucks ass.
Kanan furrowed her brow. What do you mean, real?
As opposed to my wicked stepmother, I mean. My birth mother died after getting really sick. I was only 5 years old, so I don't remember her that well.
I see.
Kanan said. Her expression remained unchanged. What about your parents, Kanan?
I don't have any. They died during the war.
The bluntness of her response made my hand stop. The string still stretched between them. Sensing that we were treading on some serious ground, I heard you change the subject. So, anyway, do you want to go out for lunch? Do you have any friends? Fuck, that was a terrible way to put that.
No.
God damn it.
Well, I used to have one.
Her use of the past tense made me fear the worst. And I was right.
He was killed, too. By an arms dealer named Alfard.
Her tone was dry, matter of fact.
Taking revenge for his death is my sole purpose in life.
Despite the gravity of her words, her face was an unreadable mask. She seemed almost incapable of human emotion. So, what sort of person is this Alfard? Is he a YouTuber or what?
A destructionist who masquerades as a terrorist.
Oh, those two things seem pretty similar already. Destructionist? That sure wasn't a term that came up a lot back in Japan.
Alfard doesn't believe in God and holds no particular political ideology.
Ah, chaotic evil.
The chaos and destruction is just to earn money in order to carry out more terrorist attacks.
So, you're saying this Alfar commits terrorism because it's fun? Kanan nodded.
That's why every now and then, Alfar changes loyalties. Just when you think you found ties to some Middle Eastern terrorist organization, it turns out the job was for the American CIA.
What the heck? So Alfard stands for nothing then? He's just like a supervillain? Kanan smiled dismissively at my little childish outburst. I couldn't help but feel a bit patronized. I twiddled my fingers, turning my cat's cradle into a bridge. Kanan's eyes fixed right back on the string. A tiny surge of pride replaced my annoyance. She went quiet, watching closely as I worked my fingers.
Damn. Wow.
The tension in the room faded as the silence between us lengthened. My stepmother is the sort of person who couldn't do this sort of thing, I said at last. For some reason, I had a sudden urge to talk about my personal life and spill all my deepest feelings toward this girl I just met. Wow. I guess she cares about herself more than looking after her children. She's not a bad person, though. She gives me weird bits of advice, like telling me to find someone to date or that a woman's life is defined by a man.
Wow. Wow, that's some shitty ass advice.
But it's not like I hate her or anything.
Would you mind teaching me?
Kanan asked softly. What? How to find a guy to date?
No.
She shook her head. Oh my god!
I love how she just gives a hard no to that.
Then she pointed to the cat's cradle strung between my fingers. Oh, you mean this? So I took her by the hand and started to teach her the cat's cradle. Hey, you mind if I ask you something? I said after a while.
What's that?
That friend she mentioned earlier. What was he like? Kanan's fingers went still.
It's better if you don't ask. If I tell you, you wouldn't want to come here anymore.
That's not true, I insisted.
Even though I'm a terrorist?
She replied curtly.
One who uses fear and violence to obtain political objectives. The term has its origins in the Reign of Terror, in 18th century France, known as in French as La Terreur.
I swallowed a sudden lump in my throat, unable to find words. Oh boy, that's a big bomb.
We fight for righteousness, but you people call us terrorists.
In the religious sense, the state of being
Oh, why am I reading that in that voice? In the religious sense, the state of being virtuous, free of sin, and observant of the proper rules of moral conduct. Not the same as being in the right, though many people equate the two. Am I wrong?
She cast a quick look at my face. But, I mean, you protected me. My face wavered as I replied. Oh boy.
All I did was take down some thugs. I just didn't want them around.
What could I say to that? I just stammered.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Huh?
Oh, thank God! Oh my God! God, the chemistry!
Kanan flashed me another slight condescending grin.
I was just joking. Don't worry about it. Yeah, she's probably half joking. Yeah.
But I didn't get the sense that everything she said was a joke. Even if calling herself a terrorist was an exaggeration, the world Kanan lived in was unquestionably a dangerous one. I could tell that from the cold look in her eyes. A look you'd never expect from an ordinary teenage girl. Just what sort of hardships did she endure to acquire that deadly stare? Having lived all my life in peaceful Japan, I could scarcely imagine. Keenan tried and failed several times to get the cat's cradle right, but she didn't give up. She worked fastidiously by herself, fingers continuing to shift awkwardly about.
God damn. Seriously, this is awesome!
Okay, here we go.
Oh, that's her. Okay, here we go.
She hit the string around her fingers and spread her palms. But the string shape just collapsed into a jumbled mess.
Confound it. Okay, one more time.
You can make this into a game with 2 people, you know.
Oh my god!
I plucked the string from Kanan's hands. You pass the string back and forth. Why don't we try that?
They knew what they were saying with this line.
It's more fun than doing it by yourself. I wrapped the string around...
This is... Wow, the subtext.
I wrapped the string around my fingertips. What do you say? I want to give it a go. Kanan looked dubious. The intricately intertwined strings were like the world in a way. What had started as a single thread was now something that couldn't be undone just by...
Look at this subject! And it's a red thread! And it's a red thread! Like, seriously.
I held my hands out, twirling the string around my fingers. Kanan took the pattern from me and spread her palms apart. She made a perfect bridge between her hands. The shy grin that came to her face made her finally look like a normal girl.
I deserve that bonk, Ji-chan.
I followed suit with a childish little laugh of my own. And as if in a blaze of sunshine, the fog that's been hanging over my mind finishes receding. I remember everything! My name is Maria fucking Osawa, bitch! My sister is Itomi Osawa. I'm Kanan. He's a dear friend who I met in a far-off land, because this is 2009, we can't say other things. She helped me once, and it's my turn to help her.
They are laying that subtext on thick. Wow.
I close my eyes as I reflect upon these precious memories, all the dearer for having been lost. Now when I try to picture Kanan, I can do so clearly. It's just as I thought before. My memories are what make me who I am, and I would never choose to forget them. I feel almost as if time had stopped for me. All my history was gone, and now it started moving again. I'm finally back to being me, and I can kick ass! And I have to go.
Hell the fuck yeah!
I have to get back there one more time.
Damn. Wow, what a badass line. End? End? What? End? Naughty the fuck? End? No! No more Maria, no more Tama? Are you scared about meeting with your father? My drum once broken through our firewall, and I'm sorry, Mr. Kino. What the fuck? You'll lose everything. I guess now. Let's see right here. 17 o'clock to 18 o'clock. Damn. Oh god, she got removed from the menu. Wow. Oh my god. End. Damn. So they're not all gonna end at the same time. Okay. Okay, so Achi. Really? Okay, so this is the second to last hour. Yep. This ended at a kind of perfect time, actually. Yeah, it's almost been 2 hours. Oh my god! Wow, this has to be one of the best episodes of 428 I've been. Holy shit. Oh my god. Damn, that was awesome. God, I'm so sorry. If you've seen my Let's Plays, you know I'm a fucking shipping maniac. But damn, the subtext was thick as mud. Oh my god, that was awesome. That was fucking awesome. Oh my god. Damn. Oh god, I really want Maria X Kanan. Seriously. God. Oh, wow. Yep. Okay, so next time. Today is Friday, so yep. Sunday, Artanelico, and Tuesday, we'll pick this up. Artanelico and this are both kind of ending at the same time. So yeah, it looks like, yeah. So just to tell anyone who's still there, the next 2 games are going to be Remember 11, the sequel to Ever 17, and Rose Gun Days, which is another Ryukashi work that's about half as long as Umineko, so, you know, twice as long as a normal visual novel, and, but unrelated to all the One Day Cry stuff. So, yep. But I don't think these games will end. They'll probably end close to the end of the month. So until next time, I will say, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You are all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.